Hello everyone, welcome to our final Sale-a-Bration Sunday series project. This is it. Sale-a-Bration ends on Tuesday, so this is our very last project. This is what we are making today. It is so adorable, and I'm going to show you the treat inside in just a minute, but look at how stinking cute this box is, and it's a pretty big box, so I'm going to show you what's inside it. You can modify this if you want to keep this maybe the same size, but don't want to put the treat that I have in it. It's a pretty specific treat, so but you can modify it if you need to. But this box is so cute. It's so fun. I can't wait to get started on this one. But before we do, while we're waiting for everybody to join, let's go over everything that is going on. March's Paper Pumpkin is going to be their 10th anniversary, and there's going to be an exclusive box. All exclusive box paper pumpkins are just so fun. So I can't wait for this one. There's also going to be an additional free stamp set in this one. So you're going to get 2 stamp sets in this one. You're going to get a stamp spot. You're going to get 9 cards. So it's going to be a really good kit if you want to subscribe to March's Paper Pumpkin. Make sure you do that by March 10th. There's a link to subscribe in the video description. And you can purchase prepaid Paper Pumpkin subscriptions in my online store. And those also count for Sale-a-Bration products. The 3, 6, and 12-month subscriptions will earn you some Sale-a-Bration products. So don't miss out on those. You can get those too. You can pay for multiple months of Paper Pumpkin all up front and earn some Sale-a-Bration products with that. All right, like I said, Sale-a-Bration ends on Tuesday, February 28th. So if you have not gotten all of your Sale-a-Bration products that you want, that you need, that you love, make sure you do that. The only product that is unavailable, I checked this morning, is the Dainty Flowers. This DSP is sold out. You cannot get this one. This is the one we're going to use today, the Thanks a Bunch stamp set. And we are also using this Dandy Designs DSP. This DSP is free with a $100 order, but it is a mega pack of DSP. You're getting 48 12 by 12 sheets. So that is a huge stack of DSP. So we're going to use that one. That Dandy Designs DSP has been one of my favorites. I just love it. I'm going to be so sad when it's gone. All right, final chance also to join my team and take advantage of this amazing join offer. There's 3 options to join. Options 1 and 2, you get to choose either the boho blue mini cut and emboss machine or the white mini cut and emboss machine. Those options are $129. You get to choose $175 in product, which is an amazing amount of product for only $129. So that's options 1 and 2. Options 3 is if you don't want one of the mini machines, maybe you already have one or you just don't need it, you choose $175 in product for only $99. So all 3 are incredible options to join, and if you want to join and take advantage of this offer, you only have until Tuesday. That is the last day. The starter kit will still be available after that. It will be $99 for $125 in product, which is still a great deal. But if you want all those extra things, you'll need to sign up by Tuesday. Okay, so my March card crate I announced on Friday. This one features the Greatest Journey bundle. This bundle is so much fun. This isn't really my style, but I have had more fun playing with this bundle than I thought I would. And my March card crate features it. The cards are incredible. Look at this one. It's like a tri-panel card. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. And so if you want March's card crate, which will feature these 4 cards, make sure you head to the link in the video description for all the details on March's card crate. That will be available, I think, through March 10th or 11th is the deadline to sign up for that. Card crate is $35. You get $20 in product. It's a class that comes directly to your door. You get PDF and video instructions, so you can do it on your own time. And I'm really excited about the Greatest Journey kit. Or bundle. It's so much fun. It's different than anything I really use, but I've loved it. It's been one of my favorites. All right, if you are shopping, we have a couple days left of the February host code. I'll have a brand new host code March 1st, but this one is good through February 28th through Tuesday. So if you are shopping, if you're picking up some of those last minute Sale-a-Bration items, make sure to use that host code. All orders receive a PDF of 3 exclusive projects. Orders over $50, you're going to get a Sale-a-Bration item, and you're going to get the make and take kit that coordinates with those products or projects. All right, so this is what we're making today. You guys want to see what's inside? Look at what's inside. These are Lindt carrot. They're chocolate carrots. They're milk chocolate with hazelnut. So that sounds pretty yummy, but they are little carrot umbrellas too. So I'm showing this with the Thanks a Bunch stamp set. I think that you could make this box also. I'm see if I can find it. Here it is. I think you could also make this box with the Playing in the Rain bundle too, because of the little umbrellas. They're little umbrellas. They are so cute. So you can kind of multi-purpose this. Maybe use the little bunny from that stamp set. So this is what they look like. They come in a box of 4. I found mine at Walmart a couple weeks ago. I did see them at Target recently too. So, but they're little umbrella candies. They are so cute. But I saw the little carrots and I was like, oh, I'm getting that. And we have to make a last minute celebration item or celebration box. So this is what we're making today. So if you're looking for them in the store, this is what they look like. Come in a box of 4. So you can get 2 boxes out of a box. So I'm going to set those aside. We're actually going to start with our stamping today. We have a lot of stamping to do and some of it is fussy cut. So we're going to start with the stamping and then we'll come back and do the actual box. So let me put that aside and let's do our stamping. This is a photopolymer stamp set. So I am going to grab my Stampin' Pierce mat. I didn't get that out ahead of time, so I had to kind of dig it out from my pile. All right, let's start with the carrots. We're going to need 3 carrots. So I'm going to, oh, let me get some scratch paper too. I'm going to start with the solid carrot and we're going to do some scratch paper. This is Mango Melody ink, by the way. I'm going to do Mango Melody and I'm going to stamp this on my scratch paper first and then I'm going to stamp it on my cardstock. This is just a scrap piece of cardstock. Remember, we're cutting this out, so it's all going to work. Okay, now stamp off on my scratch paper. Come back and do that here. We're going to do it one more time because we need 3 carrots. And I'm using the larger carrot in that set. All right, so that's that one. I'm going to move my scratch paper. We don't need that anymore. Then we're going to come in with the detail piece. And I'm going to try to line this up as best I can through the camera. We'll see. Not too bad. It's always challenging on camera to do that. You can use your Stamparatus too if you need to line them up perfectly. This stamp set, it's kind of more of a whimsical fill, so you don't have to line things up perfectly. It all works out. All right, we're also going to stamp it looks like spring greeting. This one we're going to fussy cut out. I'm going to put down here and fussy cut out, so I'm just going to stamp it up in the corner up here. And I hope this piece of paper is big enough for everything that I need. All right, that's it for the Mango Melody. So we're going to move that out of the way. I'm going to bring in my Granny Apple Green, and we're going to do this little kind of sprig thing on top. Now I don't want to ink up the whole stem of it, so I'm going to do some like strategic inking, and I'm just going to kind of ink up just the very top with the little leaves, just right on the top, and then I can line that part up onto my little carrot there. So I'm going to come back here. I'm only inking it up in the corner. I'm not going to go all the way down that stem. I don't need to go down that stem because it's photopolymer. It's easy to do this. If you were doing this with a cling mount or a red rubber, one of those, you can use a Post-it note just to cover up that bottom stem so you don't ink that up. But with the photopolymers, it's easy to do. So we have our little carrots there. So we're done with our granny apple. Let's move that out of the way. And then we need to do 3 leaves in Parakeet Party. So let me pull this out. And we're going to do, let's see if I can fit 3. All of these are going to be fussy cut, so it doesn't matter. I think this piece was just perfect for this. Okay, so that's all your pieces. That's all your stamping. And let me move that out of the way. All right, so this is all the stamping you're going to need. Now we're going to fussy cut. Now through the magic of television, I've already fussy cut most of my things. So let me get my little box out. So I have my carrots here. I have 2 carrots. I have 3 leaves. And I have my greeting, I think. Yeah, here's my greeting. It's all cut up. So we have, it looks like spring. So we have our greeting. So we just need to fussy cut 1 carrot. So I'm going to save a lot of time. We're not going to fussy cut everything, but we are going to fussy cut 1 carrot. So I'm going to cut this one out off the sheet there. We'll come back to that. Or I'll come back to that after. I'll make another one of these, or I'll make a card or something. I'll use those carrots, don't worry. So just go around. I'm not going to be too precise with going around these little leaves. I'm just going to kind of do a big bubble cut around them. I'm not going to go detailed in between each little leaf point there. You can if you want, I'm not going to do that. Once we get this onto our little box, you won't really need that. Okay. And the top is the hardest part. The carrot's the easy part to cut out. We're going to go all the way down and then just around the end here. And we have our carrots all done. So these are all the pieces that you're going to need. So we have all those pieces ready. So I'm going to set these aside. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and make our little tag, this little tag. And then that way we don't lose anything. All right, I have a few pieces that I've already die cut. I have this piece. This is a deckled rectangle from the Deckled Rectangle dies. And this is the 4th smallest in those dies. These dies are so fun. I've used these a ton lately. So the 4th smallest in those dies. I'm going to move these out of the way. And then I took 2 pieces. I took a soft suede and a crumb cake piece, and I die cut those on the bottom, just like that, of my deckled rectangle. And then I used my basic borders die. This is like the cloud topper die, and I went through and I die cut the tops, and that's going to give us like these little hilly mounds. So these are my basic border dies. These are fantastic dies. These are in the annual catalog. The deckled rectangles are also in the annual catalog. They're great little standalone dies that you should really have because they're amazing. And so we're going to stick these on here. So I'm going to stick the soft suede one on first, the darker one on first. And I'm just going to line it up along the bottom. They're all cut with that same die, so they all have that same kind of that roughed up edge on the bottom. We're going to do the same with our crumb cake. I'm going to use some liquid glue here because it's a small little scrap of it. So, and I want to tuck in some carrots on the top. So I didn't put adhesive on the very top of those. So we're going to be able to tuck in our carrots if we need to. And I need to move this down just a little bit. Come on. There we go. So there is our little hilly mound. Now this is not my original idea. I've seen this done over the past few months with this stamp set. So, but I love that little idea that they're all tucked in there. So adhesive on the back of the carrot. A lot of these carrots are going to be hanging off the edge, so don't go all the way to the top with your adhesive. This one, let's start on this side. We're going to stick this one in on the right. It's going to go over there. I'm going to stick another one in on the left. And these ones I'm putting, oh look, I went all the way to the top. That's okay. These ones I'm putting behind the soft suede layer. And if you want your carrot to go in a little more, but the adhesive is getting in the way, just trim your carrot. And then it'll be a shorter carrot, which will work because I put my adhesive too high. So there we go. And then this carrot we're going to pop up on dimensionals. So a couple dimensionals on this one. And we're not going to put them, well, maybe I will put one toward the top. I'm going to do a little edge piece. Or you can do mini dimensional if you want. I want to support the top up here. Okay. So pull that off. And this one's going to go tucked under the crumb cake one. Just like, we're going to go that way. Just like that. Is that cute? Oh my goodness. All right, now we're just going to go in with our little Parakeet Party leaves. And we're going to just put glue on the very tip of that leaf. And we're going to tuck them behind each of these carrots. So one there. A little bit behind that one. And we're going to go behind this carrot. One there like that. And behind this one. You know, I want this carrot to be a little lower. This one's a little tall. I want them to go lower. So let's trim that bottom piece off. I'm gonna pull this dimensional off too. We don't need that one now. That way he's a little bit lower. There we go. That's more balanced now. All right, then we have our little leaf and we're just gonna tuck that in. Just like that. So cute, right? Oh, he's so cute. All right, now I've already tied a bow, and this is from the three twine combo pack. You get pumpkin pie, Coastal Cabana, and garden green, and that is from that Greatest Journey bundle, or that Greatest Journey suite that I'm featuring in Card Crate. So if you love that twine, check out my Card Crate. All right, that's our little tag piece. Isn't that cute? Now we're gonna stick this on to a Mango Melody deckled rectangle that I cut. So this one is just the next size up. So let me get all these backings off and then I'll pull that in. So I die cut another one of those deckled rectangles. So this one's just the next size up and we're just going to stick this on here. Just like that. Now we're not going to lose all of those little fussy cut pieces. All right, I'm going to stick the greeting off to the side I'm going to stick that on top just so we don't lose that. We're going to stick this all off to the side while we work on our box piece. Okay. Now the box is 2 pieces of cardstock. So let me get all that paper off. The box is 2 pieces of cardstock. So the bottom is going to be 11 by 5.5, and then you're going to need one for the top, which is 5.5 by 5.5. So let's get these both scored. Pull out your Simply Scored tool. All right, let's start with the top. So the top is 5.5 by 5.5. So because it's a square, it doesn't matter which side you start on. So just pick a side, start on a side. On one of the sides, you're going to score at 1 1/4 on each side. So 1 1/4. And then I'm going to turn it all the way around and score it at 1 1/4 again. Okay, turn it onto the other side now, and we're going to score it at 1/2 inch and at 1 3/4. All right, so this is going to be our top. So we're going to set that aside. We'll come back to that one in a minute. And for our bottom, so we have 5.5 by 11 on the 5.5 inch side. Let me find my instructions. We are going to score 1 1/4 on each side, so go all the way down that 11. All right, and on the other side, go all the way down. We scored this side and this side. Now turn it onto your 11 inch side, and we are going to score at 5.5. Is that right? That must be right. Oh yeah, that's the back. Okay, I'm with it. 5.5, 6 3/4. Make sure I get the right one. 6 3/4, 9.5, and 10.5. Okay. Now I know that that's a lot of score lines. It's a lot of, you know, figuring out where all those go. So all of the measurements are in the video description, and they will be on my blog. And I also have pictures of the top and bottom pieces after they're trimmed. I have those on my blog, so you can check those out. If you're making this box, you can go and refer back to my blog to look at those pictures of how you're supposed to trim them. So, and the link will be in the video description for that. Okay, so this is going to be the bottom of our box. So just go ahead and burnish on all those score lines. We'll come back and trim that one in just a minute. And for the top one, burnish on those score lines. Use your bone folder. It really makes a difference. Okay, so let's trim up the top first because it's here. All right, we are going to, I gotta open this and look at how I did this. Okay, so on the long side. So we're gonna trim up. I've only made this box once. Normally when I do a Facebook Live, I've made the box a couple of times at least. So I'm a little bit familiar with it. This one I've only made once, so you have to bear with me. We'll get it done though. All right, so on the 5.5 inch side, you have the 1 1/4 on each side here. So you have the 1/2 inch tab down here. So I cut up to that second score line that way. Now on these little tabs, we're going to cut off that 1/2 inch tab. We don't need that. And then we're just going to angle cut these a little bit. Okay, so we'll do the same for this one. We're going to cut off that 1/2 inch tab. I'm going to do that a little better. There we go. And then angle cut on these. Okay. And then for this 1/2 inch tab, we're just going to trim off just a hair on each side. Not a big angle, just a little bit. Okay, so this is your lid. And remember, there's a photo of this on my blog, so you can check that out. Okay, now for your box bottom, you have these little squares in the middle. So you have this big long side here, and then you have these 2 little squares. We're going to cut those tabs free. So cut up that score line and then notch in on the squares. Okay, so cut up the score line and notch in on the squares. You can pull those little tabs out. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Okay. And cut up that one. Okay. Now for the top, so you have this 1/2 inch tab, you have this shorter tab. That tab should be, I scored that wrong. Oh, I did, darn it. I scored it wrong again. This should be a 9.5. So let me grab my, okay, we're gonna be die cutting into that piece anyway. I think I did it at 9 3/4. Oh no, I did it at 9.5 and 10.5. How is it wrong then? Oh, it's okay. You guys, I'm going to get this figured out. The measurements will be correct, I promise. This is going to be a little bit, I don't know. Okay, we're going to trim it. we'll figure it out. Okay, so on this side, let me look at my picture. We're going to cut off these 2 pieces. I know this is turning into a hot mess, but we're going to cut these 2 pieces off on that 1/2 inch tab side. Cut that off completely. Just cut straight lines. And cut this one off. And then we are going to cut this and cut this. Okay, I need to, I'm going to bring in my Simply Scored one more time because, and then I'm going to adjust my measurements because this, we scored at 9.5, but it should be 9 1/4. So I'm going to adjust that on all of my measurements. So it should have been right here at 9 1/4. Oops, other side. So you're still going to trim it up the same way. And remember, those pictures are on my blog. You're still going to trim it up the same way. I'm going to trim these out. This one will still work. We're just going to die cut some holes in the center there, so I'm not going to see too much of that score line anyway. Okay, perfect. And then we'll just fold on that little score line right there. All right, this is going to be great. We're going to make this work. All right, so this is what it should look like when you have your box bottom all done. Okay, now we need to die cut some little holes for our little carrots to sit into. So they're going to sit in these little holes here. So I am going to use the smallest circle from my Stylish Shape Size. So these are my Stylish Shape Size. These are in the annual catalog. I think currently these are unavailable or they're in low inventory. So if you want these, make sure you grab them. If they're not available now, they will be coming back. I'm going to grab some washi tape to hold this down. So we're going to cut 2 holes in this, this center area here. So it's the one closest to that 1/2 inch score line. Why can't I find the end of my washi tape? There it is. And I don't want this die to move, so I'm going to use some washi tape to hold it in place. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it top to bottom this way. And it's going to be on one side. And we're going to run this through. We're going to have to do this twice because we need 2 holes. If you have 2 of these Stylish Shapes dies, you can do this in one pass. I only have 1 set, so it's going to take a couple now. If you have a punch that is a similar size, you can use a punch. That's fine too. Whatever circle you have now. I went through a lot of my dies, and I actually tried a few different dies, and this one was the one that worked the best. So carefully peel off that washi tape. It's wanting to stick, so I'm going to do it carefully. Here we go. All right, I'll measure this in a second, so I'll tell you what size that is. And we're going to do the other side. I'm going to do another little circle, kind of equal distance as that first one. And come on, stay in there. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, so pull that off. You can save those circles. You can do something fun with those circles if you want. Those die cut circles. I'm sure that there will be lots of ideas for that. Okay, so peel that die off. And let me give you a measurement in case you want to use a punch instead. This circle is about 7/8 in diameter. Okay, so this is now what your box bottom should look like. Okay, now let's put some adhesive on it. So I'm going to flip it over. This is, it's going to fold up this way. So we're going to put adhesive on the inside. I'm going to put adhesive on the inside of these tabs, and then on the front piece, the side with the 2 little holes, we're going to put adhesive on that side. Okay, so fold up this back piece. You're going to line up this score edge with that cut side, and we're going to glue these tabs on the outside. This is like my new favorite trick. The tabs get sandwiched in between the front and the back panels, and then you have nice clean finishes on the inside, which I just love. All right, and then you're just going to fold the front around, and you're just going to wrap these to the front. Just like that, okay? Now I'm going to use tear and tape for this piece, which, oh my gosh, where did my tear and tape go? Okay, hold on. Where did my tear and tape go? How did I lose my tear and tape? It was just here. Hang on, hold please. I'm gonna grab another one. I have them right here on my little caddy. I don't know where it went. That's so weird. I know I didn't use it all. It was like a brand new roll. Guys, if you can see what my desk looks like, it's probably here. It's probably right next to me. So, all right, put some tear and tape on that one and peel that off. I like tear and tape for this because it's a stronghold, and you want this to be a stronghold. So you're just gonna fold it over. It's gonna glue to this back base here. So I'm just gonna fold it over, and you just want it to be like level. So fold it over like that. And then I'm just gonna put my fingers through those little holes and just give it a press on the back side. And you have your little holes right there for your carrots to go into. Isn't that cute? So your carrots are gonna slide right in there, just like that. We're gonna hold them in place so they're not gonna wobble around. So they're gonna keep them nice and secure. All right, before we put those in there, we need to do one more piece of trimming now that this is together. I'm gonna grab some long paper scissors. And we're just going to cut from this corner to down to where that little shelf is, just like that. We just want to just cut this at an angle. All right, so this is what your bottom anyway, is going to look like, okay? Now let's assemble the top, and then we'll get them together. So put those aside. All right, we have our top all trimmed up, so I'm going to put adhesive on the outside of the tabs this time. On the box, or in the bottom, we put them on the inside. And then I am also going to put adhesive on the outside of this 1/2 inch tab here. Okay, it's easier to do that once it's all held together. And if you want to use tear and tape for this part too, you can. For speed's sake, because this is already a long video, I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal Plus. These just get folded in, this score line with that cut edge. Just get folded in like this. And this is going to be our box. So pull this in. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of lay the box on exactly where it's going to go, and we're going to line this edge up with this score line and just adhere that down just like that. Open it up, give it a little press, and this is now our box. All right, so it's not too complicated, and you can fold backwards on that score line too, so it goes backwards if you want. So it's not too complicated, but you do have to make a lid and a box base. Okay. All right. Now we have tons of DSP to add to this thing. So I'm going to pull all of my DSP pieces. And remember, I'm using the Dandy Designs DSP. This is your last chance to get it. This will go away on Tuesday. So, but look at all these amazing, amazing patterns. And you get 4 of each sheet. So it's a mega pack of DSP. It's huge. Okay, so we're gonna put this all on the top first. So I'm gonna try to rattle off these measurements, and I'll double check all my measurements, I promise. The front of my box, it's gonna go here. This is 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, and I have 2 pieces for the sides. I'll just put some adhesive on those. And these are 1 by 3 1/2, and you're gonna put one on the side on this side, and one on the other side, just like that. And then this one is going to go on the top, and this one is 1 by 2 3/4. That's going to go on the top just like that. That's going to be our DSP for our top. Okay, now for the bottom, this piece is actually going to go on the inside, and this is a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 inch square. So we're going to open this up, and this is actually going to cover up this little joint here where the lid and the box meet, but it's also going to be some cute decoration for our carrots in the background. So that's going to go on the inside. And then on the outside, oh, we're going to need to open that up. So the front of the outside, we have 2 3/4 by 2 1/4. So that's going to go here. And then we have 2 1/4 by 1. And you'll need 2 of those, one for each side. We're going to put those just on the side here. One there, and one there. And that's all the DSP for our box. Isn't that fun? Such a good way to use up that Dandy Designs DSP. And this Dandy Designs, it's such basic patterns. You get, these are circles and squares, so it's a really good little package to have. Okay, let's add our little Lindt carrots here. Lindt umbrellas. Aren't those cute? I just love them. Okay, now we're ready to add on our, let me get that greeting piece off. Whoops, don't lose that. We're ready to add on that tag that we did. Now, if you wanted to add like a magnet or a piece of Velcro to keep this closed, you can. I didn't do that on mine. I think once you get everything on, it just kind of stays closed and it's fine. But if you want to make sure that everything is staying a little bit more closed, a little bit more secure, you can always add a belly band, you can add ribbon, whatever you want to add. That's fine. Now we're going to put some dimensionals on the back to put our carrot piece on, but I don't want to put them too low because we're going to glue our piece front if we do. So maybe like the top 2/3. These actually might be a little low. We might have to go a little higher with those. Let's try to move them up just a little bit. Maybe kind of measure half. There we go, like that. So you don't want to put anything down here because if it hangs down here, you're going to glue your box shut. So I'm going to put this on. I'm going to leave room at the bottom for our greeting. So go a little bit higher with those little carrots. Cute. All right, now our greetings that we fussy cut, it looks like spring. Now, if you don't want to fussy cut this, or you can always cut it out with a circle, with an oval, and stick it on there. I actually cut apart my like spring. You don't have to do that. You can just cut it into 2 rows. That works too. I went a little bit overboard with mine. So however you want to do it, but I'm going to start with the bottom row because that'll give me room to work up. So just a little bit of liquid glue on the back. You can use glue dots too. So it looks, and I'm going to use my tiny little tweezers to hold these. These are little pieces. They get a little fidgety. Okay, it looks like, and then this last set of words right here, it looks like spring. With your liquid glue, you can you have a couple seconds to move it around. All right, we are almost done. We have one more thing to add, and that is our iridescent pastel gems. I'm going to use these blue ones. These are in the mini catalog. They are stunning. They're a little bit bigger than I would like to use for cards because the post office is going to reject them. But for 3D projects like this, they are perfect. So I'm going to use a couple of these blue ones. I'm going to put one here. I'm going to use a little one, put one here, and then another little one goes up here. And that finishes our amazing carrot box. So we are wrapping up Sale-a-Bration Sundays with an incredible box. This is such a fun little treat box. Now, this is probably not one that I'm going to make 20 of for a whole group, but for a couple of people, maybe a couple of super special people, I would definitely make this one for. It's so cute. And then these little carrot umbrellas are super cute. And don't discount these. Maybe if you didn't get the Thanks a Bunch stamp set, don't forget you can also, where'd that stamp set go? You can also pair it up with the Playing in the Rain bundle too. I think this would be really cute, the little bunny, and then the umbrellas. We have some umbrella DSP that goes with this suite too. So lots of options for these little carrot candies, and you may see them again. I may throw in, maybe I'll make design a box that looks similar, but using that Playing in the Rain suite. I think it's so cute. All right, guys, remember Sale-a-Bration wraps up Tuesday, February 28th. If you are shopping, please make sure to head to my online store. Use this host code. This is February's host code. There will be a brand new host code for March. I should be live Wednesday, March 1st. We'll talk about everything that's going on in March. Now, this is our final Sale-a-Bration Sunday project, but I still will be live next Sunday. In March, I'm going to start a brand new series because March is my 20th anniversary with Stampin' Up! So we're going to be doing some really fun projects on Sundays in March. They're going to be a little bit more stepped up. And I actually have, do you want to see a sneak peek of what we're going to do next Sunday? They're going to be fun fold cards. They're going to be a little bit more complicated fun folds. Well, not complicated fun folds, but they're going to be a little over the top. Look at what we're going to make next week. So cute, right? So you'll want to tune in next Sunday for that. For my, I don't know what I'm calling it. It's my 20th anniversary March Sunday series. I don't know. I'll come up with a cute name in it the next week. If you have suggestions, you can leave them in the comments. So, but I'm super excited for next week's project. I've been working on that one for a couple days, so it's super cute. You guys are going to love it. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Sunday. For watching this on Facebook, please share this with your crafty friends. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. That really helps me out. It helps me find new people. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday in my business page. Bye.